Hello everyone, this is Sakura the Diesel here, and Merry Christmas to you all. If this comes out at Christmas, or some other holiday close to Christmas. But nevertheless, I hope you guys are having a good holiday. I know it's been a very long time since I've done a movie review of anything really. So, to make it up to you guys, if everything goes well, then you're going to get 2 reviews today on Christmas. And they're both Christmas movies. Again, if they come out around Christmas. I gotta start being more productive. Anyway, I like Christmas. A nice time to spend with loved ones, families, spending all your money to get the toys for your bratty sons of... Well, anyway, to me, the best part about Christmas are the holiday specials. And I'm not just talking about our favorite shows having 1, 2, or plenty of Christmas episodes. I'm more talking about the ones that stand alone on their own, with no tie-ins to any shows, just their own little thing. Now, there were 2 Christmas movies that always came out on Cartoon Network, and I would watch them every Christmas year when I get the chance. So today, on this special year, we're going to take a look and see if these 2 Christmas movies hold up as well today. Now, sadly, there's not a lot of information to go on in terms of production or how these movies did when they were first released. But I can give some information about how the idea for these movies came about, when and where they were released, and maybe give some information about how I felt about these movies as a kid. So, let's take a look at one of the Christmas movies I would watch every year, Olive the Other Reindeer. The story is about a dog named Olive, who is determined to go to the North Pole to help Santa after one of its reindeers, Blizzard, injured himself during a flight practice and is unable to fly. Olive's pet Flea misheard something on the radio saying that Santa needs Olive, the other reindeer, and Olive believes him and goes to the North Pole before Christmas is cancelled. While on her journey, a postman is determined to stop her before she reaches her goal. The movie is based on a book with the same name, just with more added characters and a bit of a long story. It was released on television at the Fox channel on December 17th, 1999, and was later shown in other channels such as Cartoon Network, the channel I grew up with, and I remember this movie coming on every Christmas year, and I would watch it on that Christmas year. It was a Christmas special that stayed in my memory for a good reason, and I liked it as a kid. But is it still good? Well, let's start reviewing the movie and find out. As a Christmas movie, the story has some typical moments we've seen in other stories revolving around saving Christmas. They wanted people to be happy, Santa should have another chance, and all that stuff we've seen before. However, there are some different things All of the Other Reindeer does that makes this special memorable. From what I was able to find, the title of the book and the movie is actually from a phrase known as mondegreen, meaning a misheard or misinterpreted part of a song or poem. In this case, the author of the book titled the book as such based on a lyric from Rudolph the Red-Nosed Reindeer, All of the Other Reindeer, to a mondegree of Olive the Other Reindeer, which is pretty clever, and there are a couple of characters like that, either based on a mondegree or even a little play on words. Also, Olive is actually a dog, not a reindeer, but she is very sweet and kind and doesn't act like other dogs. It's a bit rare to see a Christmas hero movie center around a talking dog. What's also interesting is the villain for this movie. I was watching this movie on YouTube and I saw a comment someone made about the villain, and he brought up a good point. In most Christmas films, the villain is usually that one or more people that hates the holidays, mostly because he or she didn't get the toy they want, they're just a grumpy old person that doesn't understand the holidays, or for literally no reason at all. Now, there are some that have a good reason for not liking Christmas, such as Scrooge from A Christmas Carol, because some of his bad memories are related to Christmas, so he doesn't come off as someone that hates Christmas just because. This is the same thing with this postman, but funnier. Outside of hating Christmas because he didn't get the toy he wanted because he was put on the naughty list, he has a good point for hating Christmas, and anyone that's worked with the Postal Service can understand his frustration. And his song, which is good and a funny song, sums it all up. Around the holidays, it gets so packed up with people and partials that it's enough to make anyone go bonkers. So on the one hand, you can understand why he wants Christmas to be cancelled, but when you see him what he does to Olive and Martini, by the way, I'll give someone a cookie if they get the puns with those names, you're starting to want to see him fail and to see Olive succeed in her mission. While the story is nothing complex, there's tons of original stuff that's different from the other Christmas specials, and it's simple enough for anyone to follow and enjoy, so I give the story an 8 out of 10. Being a simple Christmas story, we have a couple of simple characters to go around. But there's not much, so let's focus mainly on the main characters centered around this movie. First, we have Olive, a cute dog that's not like the others. She doesn't chase cars, bark at random things, and even has a pet flea that's hard of hearing. She's just your usual nice dog that loves helping others in trouble, but she has her limits when others pick on her or her friends, as we see when she found out that the postman kidnapped her friend Martini, or when she was about to be thrown off the roof at the bar because no one believed that she can help Santa and that she's a reindeer. She may not be complex, but she's likable and there's just enough for the audience to love and want to see her save the day. We have our other friend Martini, a con artist penguin that ends up changing his way after helping his new friend. Sure, he is a bit shady and has done some illegal things, but he is a loyal friend, especially to Olive, and would do anything to help her because she has helped him before. He has stood up for her and even stayed with her when they missed the bus for the North Pole. Martini is the kind of person that you know he's not squeaky clean, but you would trust him to stand up and help you in any time of need. Finally, there's the villain in the movie, the Unnamed Postman. I've already praised the originality in terms of Christmas villains and why he hates Christmas. So what else do I like about him? Well, his voice actor, the same voice actor for Homer Simpson, is perfect for this character. He's funny with his lines, and the over-the-top animation whenever he loses is really a joy to watch. And like I said, you feel satisfied when he does lose and gets a proper punishment for his behavior. The other characters such as Tim, Santa, and Richard are okay. Nothing too memorable, but each of them leaves just enough impact that they're not totally forgotten either. Like I said, while the characters are nothing to write home about, they're good enough to leave a strong impact, and they have just enough character in them to make them fun. I give the characters in this movie a 7 out of 10. So this one is going to be an interesting one, and even to the people that might not have never or even seen this movie in a long time, would probably recognize the animation from this movie. It's an interesting mix of some traditional but also computer animation. Back then, even coming from a kid that hasn't seen any computer animated shows or movies, this was impressive to me, and even today, there are still some impressive moments from this animation. It helps bring out the world and the town. The camera shots they were able to get are good, and it also works well with some of the over-the-top moments and even the songs in this movie. They did a good job of capturing the original art style from the book onto the television screen. That being said though, there are some moments where the animation doesn't quite hold up well today, mostly from the characters. Now the animal characters are just fine. They look nice and are animated just well enough, and I've mentioned how much fun the Postman's animations are whenever he is mad. But for other human characters, they look off to me. Something about their eyes or even the way their mouth is moving is just weird. Like I feel like Baldy could pop up at any point during this movie. Overall, the animation, while it might not be as impressive today, I still give props for making it stick close to the illustrations of the book, and it is unique and gives the movie a special place at Christmas. I'll give it a 7 out of 10. Now there is one thing I can say for sure about this movie, and that is the songs are still just as catchy and memorable as they were when I was a kid. The soundtrack itself is fine, but the music and songs are really good, like the best from this movie. The soundtrack itself is fine, but the songs are really good, like the best from this movie. The team has found some really great musicians and singers for this movie. I still remember most of these songs to this day. These songs do a great job establishing some character into them, like, once again, the Postman, and even with Olive's victory song, you can just feel the Christmas spirit coming to her. Best of all, they're not too long, so they don't overstay their welcome. They're short just enough for you to enjoy and sing along with. I can't say too much about the song, so I'm going to give these songs a 10 out of 10. While it may not be action-packed like Die Hard or Gremlins, or even that well animated like How the Grinch Stole Christmas or any Disney Christmas special, all of the other Reindeer still holds up as a Christmas movie for some original ideas, a simple story for anyone to follow along, good characters, great songs, and all around just a good, simple Christmas movie to watch. I love it as a kid, and I can say that this movie is still one of my favorites. I'm going to give the final rating for this Christmas film an 8 out of 10 for a good movie. If you haven't seen this movie yet, I would definitely recommend watching it. Alrighty, so that's one Christmas movie reviewed down and just one more to go. And Again, it all just depends if these will come out on Christmas or not, depending on me, if I'm working or not, or if I get off my lazy ass and start reviewing, editing, and writing the scripts for these reviews. But nevertheless, it's time to take a look at another Christmas movie that I will watch also every year during the holidays. But, much like all of the other Reindeer, will this movie also hold up? Or will... well, I guess you'll just have to wait and find out once we get to the movie. But until then, this is Sakura Diesel saying thank you all so much for watching. If you guys enjoyed this Christmas review, don't forget to hit that like button. If you guys got any other movies you want me to review, list them in the comments on the YouTube or my Facebook page. Also, if you guys like games, I have a Let's Play channel, which the link will be in the description below. And also, don't forget to subscribe to see any of your other favorite movies or TV shows reviewed on this channel. Until then, this is Sakura Diesel saying happy holidays, and I'll see you in the next Christmas review coming up soon. Hopefully today, if it does come out. But until then, take care, everybody.